You know how much it used to cost you to go and put a TV show out? Guess what? You have that same technology right here in your phone. The same thing that Oprah was doing back in the days when we sat down and watched her TV show to put all them satellites and everything together and the FCC and put all that out there. We have the same thing in our pockets. But what we're doing, taking pictures of food, taking pictures of our hair, doing all this kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? But then we're behind on our bills. You know what I'm saying? This is why I go out and talk to people to educate them and then motivate them. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to have both. It's just like bathing and eating. You do both, you smell better and live longer. You got to have both. But so many people are motivating, but they're not educating the people properly. A lot of things, what they're doing is they're coaching and the mentoring and the training is actually out of sequence. You know what I'm saying? And then they sit down with me. You know, I don't go to coaching and mentoring and training and talk for an hour. You know what I'm saying? When I show up, it's all about ask me a question. What is your problem? You know what I'm saying? When you go to the doctor, you don't just walk out there and say, hey, take this pill. You take your vitals, your blood pressure, your temperature, your pulse. And see, that's what I have to do. When I coach people, I need to find out where you at. You know what I'm saying? And the one thing that bothers me is when I try to coach them, they automatically think they know everything. You got to get away from that. You know what I'm saying? If you're not where you're at and you going to ask somebody else, you got to do it. You got to, hey, let me see if I can listen to this person and see if it works first. You know what I'm saying? But I figured out when I talk to you, it's going to work because the thing I've tried, it's tried and true. I've tried them over and over and over and over and over again. You know what I'm saying? I can't tell you how many people I've coached just over the phone and they, Tim, I'm going to shut down my business. I coached you for 1 week. Next thing you know, Tim, thank you. I made some money. I'm not going to do it. I'm like, yeah, it's selling. You know what I'm saying? I had a friend, man, that had a master's degree in special education. She was tutoring for another lady. And she called me. Hey, Tim, I'm going to call you right back. I got to go into the library. I'm like, what are you doing? I'm tutoring for this. I'm like, why are you tutoring for that lady? You got a master's in special education? I said, call me when you finish. So she already knew what I did. But she never sat down with me. And I kept telling her, you need to sit down with me. She finally called me back. I told her, I said, hey, come to the office. Came to my office. I said, let me help you with your business. I'm going to help you in 1 day. We made some flyers. Took them, I said, take them to Kinko's, print out 5. Take them to the old apartment complex you used to live in. I said, don't pass them out. Go in the leasing office and ask them if they will pass them out. She said, Tim, they did it. Before she could get out of the parking lot, a lady called and said, hey, how much do you charge for your tutoring? She got 5 clients off of 5 flyers. She was amazed. She didn't know where to start. I said, now you got to sit down with me. You got to write a children's book. Let me develop your website. Let me help you with the Skype. You know what I'm saying? Because you got your twin sisters in Atlanta. You can teach through Skype, especially right now. Back then, this was a couple of years ago. She got clients off of that. I said, now what we got to do, you got to let me show you how to market other teachers and get them to tutor also. If you charge $25 an hour, you pay them $15, you take 10 because you got 5. You're going to be making $10 an hour sitting at home. That's $50 an hour. Are you making that now? And you can tutor. I said, we can grow this business. Do you know what? No, she's still not doing it. Don't think you can be successful at it. Had some success. And I was coaching along the way. It wasn't even charged. This was a friend of mine. I went to high school with her because I saw her struggling. I said, I'm going to help you. And I'm not going to charge you. But see, back to what I said. If you don't pay for it, you don't pay attention. And I told her that. I said, you know why you're not doing it? I said, because I'm not charging you. I said, if I tried to charge you, you wouldn't even want to pay for it because you don't know how successful I can make you. I can help you. I said, you got some success in 1 day. What if you sat down with me 5 days a week, 3 days a week? It doesn't matter. I said, I can coach you. I can help you. She said, yeah, this and this, but it's that mentality. She went back to that job mentality. And what I tell people is you can't be an entrepreneur with a job mentality. It's not going to work. You still have a 9-to-5 mentality. I had to get rid of it. I had it. When my 2 millionaires that coached me in Atlanta, they told me the same thing. They said, Tim, corporate America is a legal pyramid. The person at the top makes the most money and does none of the work. That's where you want to be. Be the CEO. But she still had that, but she didn't know I knew it. But that's what I have to do when I meet people. I got to coach you out of that. I have a lot of people right now I coach, and I tell them, call me every day. You're going to need motivation and education every day. Guess what? They don't call me until they stumble. Tim, I got a problem, this, and this. Now they want me to be a microwave. They want me to quick fix it. Why? Because we're living in a microwave society. Everybody wants everything right now. I text you. You want a response right now. That's the way I said, no, you got to be patient. Slow and steady wins the race. But you don't want to do that. You got to learn. You got to educate. A brain surgeon didn't make that money overnight. A heart surgeon, they had to build their business up. They had to get educated on it. I said, that's what I have to educate you on. I have to educate you on you. You walking around with a mind and a brain, and you don't even know how it works. I study it. I know how it works. I know how the mind works compared to the universe. The thoughts go out, they come back. But the problem is we don't know. We do things that actually repel an opportunity because we're telling ourselves it's not going to work. It's not going to work. I don't know that. Like if you look at the bottom of my book, it says the man with the negative true vet. I don't know that. The negative doesn't even go in, it goes to the other side. It doesn't get in, period. But I've been like that for years, but I had to create and make myself like that because I got to coach other people and get you like that to understand that you can do it. But guess what? That has to be explained also. Like people say, you can do anything. Well, yeah, you can if you have the desire to do it. You can't just go out there and do anything. You're going to sit at home and watch TV. No, you got to put in the work. You got to pay dues. So the way you're going to get it, you're going to put in time or money. Most of the time, it's going to be both. Most people don't want to put in the money. You don't want to invest in you. Look at this. It's a subtitle of my book. Investing in yourself is one of the best investments you'll ever make, period. Nobody can take it away from you. But we don't want to invest in us. Why? Because of school. School taught us to invest in everything under the sun except ourselves. College, houses, cars. Where are you at? You got all this debt, but no good debt. You don't have no real estate, no rental property where money's coming in. You don't have a business where money's coming in. You writing things off on your taxes. You don't have that. Why? They didn't teach you that at school. But the library's been open. It's free. Why didn't you go down into the library, pick up a book? I used to live at the bookstore in the library. I used to go to the bookstore when they opened. And when they started closing, I'd be sitting there with a book. I have to run out the store. Sitting there reading books all day because when I first started in my early career, I didn't have that much money to buy all these books. But guess what? I kept going. I'd go to the library, get video cassette tapes, books, bring them home, read them. This one ain't working. Let me get the other one. That one didn't do it. I just kept going. You know what I'm saying? Then I said to myself, I want to write a book that you can read. Why? Because now you can have access to me. Most of the people go to the bookstore or the library. You can't call these authors. You can't sit down with them. But guess what? You can sit down with me. I won't charge you that much. You know what I'm saying? Until you get there, because I have to charge you because you don't understand. If you don't pay, you're not going to do it. You're not going to keep going. You know what I'm saying? But most people we haven't been taught that. We haven't been taught the benefits of having a coach, having a mentor. I mean, George said he didn't win games until he was with Phil Jackson. He said, no. Ask Mike Tyson about his trainer. Cuz you got to have a coach because it's difficult to see the picture when you're in the frame. So when I'm coaching you, I'm literally looking at you and I'm seeing things. When you say something, I'm not paying attention to what you say. I'm paying attention to how you say it. And I'm telling you, stop saying these negative affirmations. See, what I got to do is change your thinking because the only way you said that when you were thinking it. It's the only way. You don't say something without thinking, I wasn't thinking. No, yes, you were. It was just going on subconsciously. It was back there. And so what I have to do is coach you out of that. You see what I'm saying? And just another thing about our model. See, we have to have a lot of these young men, what they're doing to women, they haven't been, most of the fathers not in the household. So they haven't seen that model. They haven't seen a man 24/7 taking care of the wife. It was the mother taking care of the son, and then the boyfriend may come in and out. And so the reason they're doing that, you have to be able to see that. And so for them to see somebody successful, just like my son, he's working right now, actually 2 jobs. I'm trying to get him to start a business. He want to go to work. But, and I told him I pay for it. But here's the thing. He saw me going to work, dropping him off at school, picking him up from school while I'm still at work, boom, dropping him off. So guess what? He did that. He saw that model. You know what I'm saying? I kept trying to tell him before he even started, we were able to go to work. I said, son, start your own business. Nobody's going to pay you like you. Nobody's going to treat you like you.